What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about MROCKS today. MROCKS, Mr. Ox, as it's known. Here we are at about 15% of 1 cent itself, $0.0015. Looking like we want to go a little bit lower, but things are turning the tide. Okay, things are starting to turn. We can see it, and I'll go over why I think we are coming to the end of this downtrend here, and why we should anticipate a massive recovery at any day now. It could be today. It could be next week. It might be 2 weeks from now. But sometime soon, I think 2 weeks, 2 weeks or less is pretty soon, right? Sometime soon we should be seeing some upside. I was very, very bullish over here. I thought that we'd be moving up. I did expect that to be the low because we had dropped just below this low area here, and I had my suspicions that we'd recover. We did recover a little bit. We saw a nice little 47% pump, but alas, we were found wanting as the price continued to drop. We had some bullish divergence here, and I thought, haha, here it is, my friends. This is the low. We got it going. But no, we pumped a little bit, sure. I'm the master of calling little pumps, but not the low, apparently. And here we are yet again. We'll see if I can change that third time's the charm, right? If you got a low here in the RSI, a higher low in the RSI, and yet another higher low here, this is double bullish divergence on the 4-hour RSI. We are slowly working our way down, but this is a very, very bullish kind of situation to be in. It's very possible that we have one last low to go, a little bit lower to go. We form triple bullish divergence, which that's kind of the maximum extent that you can see would be one drive here, right? One, and then two, and then three. That would be triple bullish divergence. If it's quadruple or quintuple bullish divergence, it's just terrible at that point. It is not a good thing. We're going down forever. But and I mean, probably not. There's more going on with this thing than just technicals, okay? But ideally we would find support between double bullish divergence or triple bullish divergence, okay? And if we do move down a little bit lower, I think we will exact that triple bullish divergence. This divergence started all the way back over here at 0.025, the original low that I was calling for, right? Isn't that the original? Yeah, I believe that is the original low. 0.025. If this bullish divergence plays out, and I think it will, that would imply that we would see a move that takes us not just back here, but something that would take us through there. Where are the last areas, the most significant areas of support or resistance? I would say here. Essentially, from the current price, that would be effectively a 92% pump. And it would likely happen in a very, very short amount of time. You'd probably see this thing just rip to the upside, right? If you're not buying here and you're trying to buy that pump, you're probably going to just be part of the pump, man, because it is going to move. I mean, when this thing moves up, it tends to move up fast. Even these small moves, it's just a very fast, not typical to be like a long, drawn-out move. You move up pretty damn fast. You know, whenever we were back at the same area, we ripped all the way up to these prices and higher. We had a little bit more volume too, but maybe that's what will happen. Maybe that's what it'll take is a little bit more volume. Beyond just the RSI turning around, looking like it wants to start being bullish, okay, suggesting bullish price, we have the price starting to turn around and look bullish as well. If you take this trend line here from a low to a low, you can see that we have started to diverge away from this trend line. You take this low here from a low to a low, and you can see that we have started to diverge away from this trend line. We are slowly, when you start to connect the dots like this, you can visibly see that you are slowly starting to turn the tide. Things are rounding out. Being on the 4-hour time frame, this can imply days and maybe even, who knows, maybe even a week or so of price, right? If we go all the way to July, it's the 18th now. What would that be? 12 days, less than 2 weeks away. That would be enough time to continue to round this out, and maybe we start to come up. A rounded bottom, you guys, is very nice. We like a round bottom. I don't care who you are. A round bottom is good in this space, and it means very, very prosperous things. It's the round bottom of prosperity. You know what I'm talking about. The saucer pattern, the frying pan, whatever you want to call it, it tends to suggest a dying of selling pressure, a increase of buying pressure, one or the other, or maybe both at the same time. And typically whenever you get those kind of patterns, as you round out and you start moving up, you get a massive recovery and things start to, this is how you can form parabolic moves, you guys, all the way back to the all-time highs and through them, right? We've got a very low market cap coin here with MROCKS. I want to call it Mr. Ox because I think I'm funny. Right? If can't make yourself laugh, what you know? And it's never a bad joke as long as someone's laughing. So if you're laughing, even if it's a bad joke to everybody else, as long as you're laughing, then it's at least not a terrible joke, right? It's a terrible joke if nobody laughs. If you tell a joke and not even you can laugh at it, then okay, what are you doing, man? I don't even know why I'm talking right now. It's just silly philosophy, I guess. $1.5 million market cap, very, very low market cap coin. Something like this absolutely has maximum potential, you guys. You could see 100x happen, multi-100x happen. I mean, just to get 100x would be, and I say just to get 100x, as if that's not some kind of small accomplishment in itself, would be $150 million in market cap, and that's a lot. Going from $1.5 million to $150 million is a lot, but I think I speak for all of us whenever I say if you've been in the trenches, if you have analyzed meme coins or coins on dexes or any kind of coin that is not on a centralized exchange, $150 million is a drop in the bucket. You never know, man. Stuff like this can go overnight, just rip. It just takes one good partnership, one good case of bullish news, enough buyers, enough buying pressure, onboarding, people to see this thing for what it is, right? It is a community-driven project. It is fair launched, and it's got very serious people who know what they're doing backing it, right? And I think that this thing has a lot of potential. I really do think that it has a lot of potential to grow. $1.5 million now, and we're not even touching the surface. We're not even scratching the surface at $150 million, you guys. Who knows if it goes up to 300, 450, it might even hit targets higher than that. But from here, 100x, multi-100x potential, absolutely, it's given. It's definitely there. But first, we need to round out. We need to get rid of all the people who are doubting it. We need to get rid of all the sellers that want to sell the lows and encourage the strong hands to step in, the people that want to buy this thing at these low, low prices. And I think that we've got a very ripe opportunity coming up for that, but time will tell. Bullish divergence on the 4-hour time frame. Typically they say, show me the charts and I'll tell you the news. Well, the charts are saying there's some bullish shenanigans coming, you guys. I wouldn't be surprised if we had some bullish news coming out over the coming weeks, and that would likely take the price higher. I've got nothing else to say. My expectation is we do go a little bit lower. How much lower will we go? That's actually a good question. Let's see if we can get it. Let's just see real quick. Low to high. Low here, high there. Right at the 1886 there. Okay. Okay. Low to high here. Nope, that was not the low. We tried, but it moved on me. Low to high. Maybe go to this 1886. Perhaps you see something at about 0014, something around there. You're at 0015 right now, 157. So 0014, I bet that holds. We'll form triple bullish divergence, and from there we will start to round out our bottom. That doesn't mean that as soon as you find your low that we're just going to rip to the upside. Maybe it does. You never know. Triple bullish divergence is no joke. But I wouldn't be surprised if we rounded out our bottom. We find kind of a double bottom. You make higher highs, you make higher lows, and you make higher highs, and you make higher lows, and whoop, I'm drawing it kind of bad, but you get what I'm going for. It might not even it's probably not going to happen this fast either, right? It'll probably take time. But on the 4-hour time frame, 2 weeks is a lot of time, right? 2 weeks, and we're at July, which actually would be all the way over here, actually, right here. So we can turn a lot in that 2 weeks. Probably going into July, we will start to see higher and higher prices, and I feel like I'm just not drawing it properly here with this rounded bottomness. It's kind of hard on Dex Screener because it says it's in log, but it's actually not in log for whatever reason. It says it's in log, but it's not in log. I can't draw a straight line or a curved line to save my life. But just understand, we did it before, okay? We could see it with the downward trend lines. I'm losing momentum here. I'm gonna end the video on that note. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. Expecting big things for this thing. It's just gonna take a little time and patience. That's all. Bye bye.